Right, so that's an 8 iron, right?
Uh-huh.
Alright, so we want the ball to move ever so slightly forward. I'm going to put a little blue circle where I want it. So it's like a half a ball, okay? And I want your head to be behind this line. It's not too far from being correct, but I want your left ear. I'm going to put on the tour player in just a second. I want your head to be behind the ball with the dress, no matter what club's in your bag, or no matter what club you're hitting. Okay? Your aim looks good. Your posture looks good. The only other thing is be careful with your grip. I'm going to zoom in here just for a second. We'll wait till you get right before you hit it. And get this to work correctly. Put your thumb of your left hand sitting right on top of the shaft. You see where it is right there? I want it to be a little bit stronger. I want to see a little bit more of the back of that left hand right there. Okay? I'm going to let your right hand stay there for the time being, but we're going to eventually move that to where this trigger finger is not underneath the shaft. But your hands aren't quite big enough yet. But it's big enough to get your left hand right. Okay? So you understand slightly stronger. That doesn't mean tighter, right? Just so you're going to move it this way just a little bit. Because your club face gets a little bit open. And you end up having to use your hands too much to square the face. So ball position a little bit more forward, just a half a ball. Get your head more behind the ball when you start. But you're going to see that you have a sequencing takeaway issue. Alright, let's watch the beginning of the takeaway on the one on the right. See how your head never ever moves back? Alright, let's watch where the club goes the very first 3 feet of the swing. Anytime I see the club when it's parallel to the ground, that it's behind you, you've over-rotated your hips and over-rotated your shoulders. So your dad's going to do the Ricky Fowler drill with you. You're going to set up to it, and you're going to learn how to waggle the club without moving your body. You ever watch TV? You watch golf?
Yeah, well, I was like,
That right here. You guys just before every shot. Just kind of this arm and I saw TV go. And I asked him what was the one thing that was the most important thing for him. He said, sequence the ball. I said, what'd you do? So I had him set up, he does it before every shot. Sets up the ball, right over the front, right at the beginning of the game. You look at every good player when they get to their legs and their shoulders and chest hasn't moved very far. You gotta get you to swing the front head first. So as soon as you start taking it away with your hips and your shoulders, something's dead inside. That's what pulls you to the left. That's what pulls you forward. So your dad was partly right. But the cause of the effect is that the club is going around too much because your legs and your shoulders are moving too much. And not swinging the head first. Okay. So think of it this way. On the backswing, let's see if you understand this. On the backswing, the tail wags the dog. On the downswing, the dog wags the tail. It reverses. You know what that means? What's the tail? The club. The club swings first. Your body responds to the club head. Then it changes directions. Your body controls the club coming down. Okay? So in your case, you understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to show you a tour player in just a second. So as soon as that club goes around too much, I always see over-rotation hips, over-rotation shoulders. The club gets around behind you, too flat, and it's going to keep pulling you. In your case, he's trying to get behind it. So until he gets the first part of the takeaway right, he won't. So now he's in front of it. And he wants to shift his weight. We all do, right? So he's on that. If his body was in the right position at the top, his arm position and club position, it might be ever so slightly open in relationship to the forearm, but you couldn't get much better with it. But that's what it gets up. Right, so now he's going to go forward. Now he's ahead of it. Now he's got to back up. And now he's got to hold on to it. If he releases, it's going to get dead left. Alright, so here we go. It doesn't go left because of path. Just remember that. The path is never open for him. It goes left is because he's throwing a head.
Oh, that's bad. That was a bad thing.
Well, you threw the head. You said, uh-oh, I better hold on to it. So we call dumping it. I see that often. So we really just need to work on your takeaway. So let's do a little comparison on takeaway with the tour players just for a second. Let's watch the very beginning of this takeaway. This is pretty common with most players. This club's parallel to the ground right now. See how much his hips and his shoulders move right there? So your club is parallel to the ground right now. What's the difference in the club head?
His is pointing at his target and mine is pointing right.
Very good. Club face is focused. Right, where's the club going to go now?
Right.
Up.
Oh.
Where's yours going to go?
Sideways.
Around. Mr. Pinnock used to put a T in the butt end of the club of everybody he taught and say, if the butt end of the club is not pointed inside the ball, it's very difficult to get the club in your body to work properly. If the club is around, that ball's not out here, is it? It's down here. So we got to get the club to feel like it's working more up there and in front of your body, so it's going up and in front. Then your lower body will have a chance to move the other way. But the reason that you have what we call a reverse tilt is because you're turning first, not swinging the club head first. Okay? That's really your biggest key right there, swinging the club head. Because we got to get your head behind the ball. Watch what this is. He's hitting an 8-iron too. So see where the ball position is? Where's his head? Okay, let's watch going back. So he turns behind it, but he's swinging the club head first. His legs hadn't moved a lot to that point. His shoulders are reacting to his club head. Now it reverses. What's he going to start with now? With his legs. Watch his knees and watch his legs. He starts from the ground. Where's his head still? Behind the line, isn't it? Where is it when he hits it? He's not backing up though. He's not going backwards. So we got to get you behind it to do that first. I bet if I get you behind it, that won't happen. If you get behind it and you back up, you're going to hit the ground first. Okay?